city of Mississauga is home to dozens of unique food neighborhoods, each with their own culinary identity. Over decades, immigrant communities have started to call the city home, and as a result, we've seen so many restaurants and cafes. As you commute through the city's major arterial ways, you'll pass through strip malls and intersections that have long-standing reputations for serving delicious things.
These are businesses built by the community for the community. So if you're a curious eater like me, this is your playground.
The name is Papa La Huancaina. You can find it anywhere in the streets in Peru.
Ever since we came to the flea market, it's more so like a family, that community that we have, we're all kind of intertwined together.
In this series, we take a look at the various corners of Mississauga, the deep pockets, the back alleys and strip malls, and unassuming spots where you find the good stuff. My name is Suresh Doss. I'm a food writer. For many years, I've been telling stories about the cuisines and the people that make up the cultural fabric of the GTA. Join me as I visit some of the neighborhoods in Mississauga known for memorable meals. From strip malls to food courts and cultural hubs, places that you can add to your list the next time you're here. This is the Mississauga Flea Market, an institution in the city. This parking lot comes to life every Saturday and Sunday. Hundreds of vendors pop up here every weekend, and as you walk through the market, there are many different sections. There is a produce section, there is a food court, but there's also like a lot of textile and commercial goods here. The market brings together so many different cultures from all over the world, and this is an important place in Mississauga's cultural scene.
So here we are. This is the center, the highlight of the flea market for me. The food court, where you'll find, I want to say 16 different vendors from all over the world. Cuisines from all over, from Southeast Asia to West Africa to Central and South America. It's pretty amazing. If you want to get a snapshot of where the city of Mississauga is in a culinary sense, to get an idea of like all the different cultures and where the city is going and the kinds of food we're going to get in the future, the food court is probably the best address in the flea market. It's only open on Saturdays and Sundays. And when you step into the food court, you're absorbed by the smells and sounds. It is a very diverse palette. I mean, the best thing about this food court is you can bring a group of friends and you can all kind of just disappear in different directions and get different things and then bring it back to the table. And you have this multicultural sort of spread in a table in one address. And depending on the kind of eater you are, regardless of restrictions, I mean, this is a very vegan-friendly place, a vegetarian-friendly place. And if you talk to the vendors, they can accommodate you quite well. All right, so what I want to do is I want to take you to all the vendors in the food court to show you just how wide and the breadth of the cuisine is in Mississauga's flea market food court. So this is the La Patrona Mexican stall that's kind of at the back of the food court. It is run by the Contreras family. They're from Mexico City. They used to own a restaurant back home, and they started the stall 5 years ago. I think that aspirationally they want to one day open a restaurant. And this is a place that's kind of really busy by like mid-morning because a lot of people from Mexico or other kinds of people will come here to get traditional Mexican street food. Some breakfast options, but generally it's kind of this cornucopia of Mexican street food from all parts of the city. So we have, tacos in the menu, al pastor, carnitas, beef tacos. They do this traditional quesadilla, which you don't really find in a lot of places, where there's these really big quesadillas stuffed with cheese and then kind of smeared with sour cream and then fresh cheese on it, some lettuce. And then obviously with everything that you get, the salsas are important. You make their own salsas. There's a green salsa, there's a red salsa, and you also have the sopas, which are again another traditional Mexican food. So if you come to this place, La Patrona, you want to kind of try a little bit of everything. So like minimum 2 people. Tell me your name. Where are you from?
My name is Afroza Khaton. I came from Bangladesh.
And so you are one of the oldest vendors in the flea market, right? You've been here for how many years now?
I'm 16 years here.
16 years. And so you're known, you're the doubles lady.
Yeah.
Doubles and rotis.
Now I have so many customers. All people love it.
So I'm gonna get doubles for me.
Okay.
I want medium tamarind, medium pepper. Make it the way you like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you, Pocho. So some of the food vendors in this food court have been here for many, many years. For example, Afroja's Roti and Double Spot. She's from Bangladesh, but she worked with a Guyanese cook for many years and decided that she wanted to do doubles and curry chicken. And she's been here for 16 years. I mean, this flea market is only open on Saturdays and Sundays. So nearly every vendor here, this is her side hustle. They have a different job during the week. Afroja she works in packaging, she says. And on the weekends, she's slinging doubles, and people will drive from as far as Barrie just to get this iconic Trinidadian breakfast dish. So here it is. Now, there are a couple of ways to eat it. I'm not going to tell you how to eat doubles. You do you. But the typical way you eat it back home is you kind of take off the top bara, you tear, and you pluck, and you eat that. So you're a baby in this market. You're the newest vendor. You're
Yes,
like
it's
you're
true.
a month old.
A month, just.
Why the flea market here? What was so special about this place?
Well, I found Mississauga is a diverse city, and we wanted to bring our food too. I'm from Peru, from Guaral, Lima, Peru. It's a small place, 2 hours from the city. My mom came to Canada 35 years ago after a civil war that we have.
So I know you've grown up in markets your entire life,
Yeah.
so you probably can relate to the idea that markets is a place for the community. It's like there's a real bond with people that go to markets. Do you feel that here?
It is. It's a family. It's a family bond. I could tell you, I go back home and there are people there who recognize me and knows me since I'm a little baby. I have to tell you, here I feel the same. I feel home.
Silly, this looks amazing. There's so much color on these plates. I've never seen this dish before with the sauce. Can you describe to me?
Yeah, sure. The name is Papa la Huancaina, which is hard-boiled potato and hard-boiled eggs. And the history of this, because it's a cold entry plate where you can find it anywhere in the streets in Peru. Like you go any corners, you find the Papa la Huancaina. It's basically sauteed with yellow peppers, Peruvian yellow pepper, onion, garlics, and then you need to blend it right away with milk, crackers, and fresh cheese.
Ooh, so it has a little bit of heat to it.
It is, it is.
Okay. Errol, what's up?
Not much, man.
So you are one of the longest vendors here. Like you've been here, what, 15, 16 years?
Yeah, 16 going 17.
That's amazing. I remember a couple of years ago when I had your food for the first time. We didn't introduce each other, but I had your jerk chicken with the gravy, and there was this like real depth and like soul to that gravy and the sauce and your chicken. And one of the coolest things that I like to see when I'm in this food court is you constantly just chopping that chicken up with your cleaver, and that's sort of like that sound is part of the rhythm of the food court. You've been here for a while now. What makes this place so special to you?
People from all over, from Hamilton, Oakville, Burlington, from far away, Scarborough, they come here every weekend.
What are you known for? Your food?
Mostly jerk chicken, and we also offer like special soup and halal patties and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is a very halal-friendly market. Like every vendor has something halal,
every vendor has some halal
which is like
concept.
which is like such a unique thing to say in the GTA or in flea markets. My favorite thing to get from you is the jerk chicken, and I love how you pour the gravy on it. So do you mind making me a plate today?
Sure, I'll make you a plate.
Awesome.
Here you go, young man.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So you're you're second generation Somali.
Yes, I
which
am.
is really interesting. And you're running this booth
Yeah.
with your parents.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Like, how did you start this? Why are your parents also involved? How did you convince them?
Yeah,
How is it going?
Yes. Well, my name is Simon. So Sims is basically my nickname, and it's more so of a family business. So because I'm a huge foodie, we decided that we wanted to kind of just show our food in the sense of like where we come from and the different like varieties in terms of like seasoning and dishes, and just broadcast that right to the community. So I got the motivation from my father. He's always been into basically the restaurant business, and then I just took the initiative and said, you know what, let me just start it. With business, it's a risk, right? So it's either you just do it or you don't, and then you live with regret. So use that as a motivation, and then just brought it to life in reality. Ever since we came to the flea market, it's more so like a family. Like everyone has their own businesses going on. Everyone comes from different crosses of, you know, the world, and it's just that community that we have, that flea market. So it's not like, oh, you're here, like everyone's kind of separated. We're all kind of intertwined together. So we're known for our rice, and so I'll say it in our language. So we have the beef sukad, which is the beef stew, and then we have the chicken sukad, which is the chicken.
I love sukar, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we have our baris, which is known for the rice. So we have the plates where you can either choose which protein or meat dish that you'd like, and then we have the side of the cabbage. So that's our well-known dish. Then we also have our wraps too.
I'm gonna go for the beef sukar today.
The beef
I
sukad?
want to try
Hey,
that.
no
So if you
problem.
don't mind me making a plate for me?
Yeah, I
Thank
got you. No problem.
From the guy shucking and grilling cobs of corn in the parking lot to the incredibly diverse food court, you may think that the Mississauga Flea Market is just about food, but it's much more than that. You'll find all kinds of vendors selling everything from vintage watches and cookware to beautiful rugs imported from all over the Levant. There's locally sourced honey to be found here, handmade soaps, and even specialty-made perfume and colognes that are custom tailored to your preferences. Amongst this wide variety of vendors, Hussein runs a stall selling handmade Turkish goods, from mixed-colored glass lamps to handmade ceramic plates.
So my name is Hussein Bakırcı. My shop name is Lovisa Trading.
What is the most popular item?
Most popular item, this is mosaic lamp. Also is handmade ceramic. Is very popular because it's handmade. That's why people know this my item coming some far away.
The Mississauga Flea Market is a cornerstone, a vibrant and wonderful space frequented by the mosaic of the city. Follow me as we explore the diverse pockets of Mississauga and meet the people that make this city a grand culinary destination in this country. Stop by next time you're here.